At some point, you will run out of space from your starting location. Greetings, fellow mayors. This is Captain Obvious, and today I will demonstrate how to efficiently create your first expansion. We will start by adding an interchange here as planned, and I am going to use a vanilla interchange that I created from Season 2 Fisher Enclave City that is now available in the Steam Workshop. The video link on how I created the interchange is in the video description, so console players can follow along. And of course, you can also find the Steam Workshop collection link of the interchange in the description. Notice how I also have the traffic eliminator, and that is all thanks to Quadar, who reminded me to explore creating Steam collections. I've also planned to create my own interchange collection with video links on how I created them, and slowly yet surely, this collection will grow. I also created a mods list that I am currently using for this year, which is a popular request in the video comments. Before we move forward, I decided to check the unlockable tiles by activating the 25 tiles mod and unlock progression mod, and look at this. I originally planned to occupy this space right here, which makes a lot of sense, but it is in fact outside the 25 tile range. And while we're here, let's go ahead and unlock the other tiles so we can have a clear picture on where we can build. 25 tiles was newly announced on console, but I hear that this map from the map pack 2 will not be available with 25 tiles until later this year. So we will develop with just 9 tiles, yet have the 25 tiles in mind. So these are the possible 25 tiles to unlock, and I originally did not plan to expand to the other side of the river, but it is now open to us. Okay, we are back with the deactivated unlock progression mod, and let's go ahead and expand with efficiency. So I am going to start by determining where the old market station will be. So this is a multi-platform elevated train station, and I want to place that somewhere here now that we know that we can't unlock this tile. So the idea is, so this station will connect to this station that we have here, and then we're gonna have a station somewhere here, and then we will have another station here, which basically confirms the original plan of having a station basically on every corner of the tile. And while here, it will basically filter all the sims to hopefully take this station, and then of course we're gonna expand towards this direction. But first, let's go ahead and add it here. Okay, so we have our long distance means of transportation all set up, and now we are going to move on to the next step, which is what most mayors miss to do, and that is to set up the inner tile means of transportation. And the best one will always be the tram. So that is what we are going to do right now. Okay, let's slow down and see what we have so far. So we have our old market station here, which has multiple stops, and this is the excellent opportunity for only one type of building, and that would be stadiums. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of traffic coming in, and this is the best way to get most wins out of your stadium. So I'm going to add one here, and we also have this other side, which feels like a waste, especially if it goes nowhere. So I'm going to create another station here so we can connect to this one. So we're gonna be using the station with we're gonna be using the crossover train station hub, which is both grounded and elevated. All right, so let me just add that right now. Okay, so we have our other stop here, the crossover train station hub. We don't necessarily need to connect it, we might as well. Okay, and now we get to choose what type of stadium that we will add here. For me, it's not a matter, or it's not a preference of what sport that I like, but more of what looks better when it's in your city. So with that said, I prefer stadiums that are open field, not that it's closed. So for instance, the basketball arena, I rarely use that one because you can't really see anything. It's just a building. So I mostly prefer the baseball park or the American football stadium. In this case, I'm just gonna go for the baseball park. I really enjoy this one, and we're gonna make it go in the other direction. So I'm gonna plop it down here. So when we're looking at it from the station, you can actually, kind of glance or see what's going on, if it's active or not. So this is a really, really nice stop here. And it kind of seems like they're watching for free, but the baseball stadium actually owns this old market station. So we have guards there watching for people who may be coming in with binoculars. So that is not allowed. So don't worry about that. All right, let's go ahead and connect the rest. And this is also an opportunity to add another type. So instead of a stadium, I'm actually going to add in the concert. So we'll add it right over here. Oh, that kind of ate through this. Yeah, so I also prefer the tracks to be grounded. So it raised up a little. I only make things elevated when it's absolutely necessary, but now we have this slight issue. So I need to figure out a good way to place this down. Okay, I think we have this area pretty much set up. So if you're coming in from the station, you're gonna see the baseball stadium, and then you got the concert on the right. Oh, it's already starting actually. And then at the end, you see that triangle building. I think this is pretty cool, considering that this is also a triangular shape, and this is also not just a typical grid. So it kind of goes sideways here, and we also have our tram line going in this direction over here. So the reason why this is quite long is because trams, they have like three cars in them, so they're fairly long. So kind of like the same thing here, you need like ample space to have one or two trams like waiting at a stop. So we have that here set up, we have that there set up, and we also have this thing. This is the intercity bus station. If you guys didn't know, the density of a commercial will depend on the type of tourist that enters your city. So if you have a lot of low density, you will have mostly low income tourists entering your city. If you have mostly high density, you will have high wealth tourists that will enter. But of course, they will invite more traffic. So you have to kind of balance that out. All right, so our residential flatline, and I mean our commercial flatline, and what we now need is more residential. So I'm going to build around it, but also keep in mind that it will not be too close to this area, because this area invites a lot of noise or has a lot of noise pollution. So and we're also going to develop towards this area. So you notice how everything is kind of connecting to each other. It connects to a station, where the station connects to somewhere else in the city or in another game tile, and then within this tile you have a tram line that's going to basically again filter into the station. We also have the roads are mainly used for trucks, so that is like the best way to build a city, is have your roads for trucks, while the sims will travel by commuting. Okay, let's check out the progress of what we have so far. So everything is flatlining. I basically pre-zoned this area, so it's gonna take a while for any of this to pick back up. But the thing that that you have to notice is our traffic flow is down to 77%. But we did not actually connect or activate our transportation line. So this is actually I wanted to create traffic, and then I'm going to show you how important it is to activate or pre-plan these things. So let's go ahead and activate them. So I'm going to turn them on. Let's actually start on this end. So this is supposed to be a station for our workers here. So for now, I'm just going to create a temporary road because we are still waiting for these guys to level up. Okay, this should be more than enough. All right, so let's go ahead and activate it. So we're gonna have one generic one that goes to each station. So one there, one here, and then we can choose either one of this. I'll make it go here, and that should be good enough. And then it'll return back basically at the same location. There, and then we're gonna create another line. So here's a new one, and we're going to bypass this one, and then we're gonna go into the other stop. So that's basically how I use stops here. And we could also like bypass and make it go all the way there if we wanted to. So this is a direct route from the workers all the way to the baseball stadium. And then from here, let's activate this one. So this will go here. Then back, and hopefully there will be another line, but you know, for the sake of just getting this operational, yeah, let's create one down here, and it will go, let's see here. And oops, and we are now a colossal city. All right, that's excellent. Okay, there you go. Oh, it chose the top one. I thought it went on the bottom. Can I switch it back? Is that possible? Can I drag it to the bottom? No, I can't. Oh well, that's fine. All right, so now all we have to do is basically wait and see what happens if it will help reduce the traffic flow. So we're now at 84%, so it's still ongoing. And remember, this thing is like a traffic magnet. These things, the stadium and the festival or the concert. All right, so while we wait for all the sims to realize that there is a new route, or yeah, an option where they can travel, I'm going to go ahead and go around and decorate a few things. All right, it's been some time now. Let's go check out what's going on. Okay, so I guess we missed to add some water. Or actually, we lack water. Okay. All right, that should be more than enough. All right, let's check what else is going on. Yeah, so these guys should stop complaining and they should rebuild. We actually didn't fill this in, but that's all right. Let's check out the traffic. We are at 87, 86%. 87, 86%. So we basically had about so we were down to 77, 76%. That was until we activated just the train lines. We haven't even done the trams yet. So but we actually can't because I needed to do a complete loop. So what are other ways to fix it? Because transportation is not always guaranteed. You definitely need to do other things. So let's investigate where they want to go. So this guy wants to drive out, driving to seaside. So let's check where is that. Okay, so it's across. And then this guy is also going across. All right, they are mostly going across the street or across this highway. Okay, so we have a general idea on where they want to go, and this is definitely the only route in order to go across. So what we can do is create a new route. So let's see. This looks like see, this is why I didn't like start zoning this area, because I know that this could be a potential means to get across. All right, so I'm going to if we check the terrain, it's elevated, so that means I could just keep it grounded and then connect it here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so we created our alternate route. We have nothing left to do but wait for them to kind of figure out that there's another way to get across, and we're already at 89%, so that's pretty close to 90. So it is functioning well. Let's check out the rest of the city. So our fish is good, so we've catch the amount that we need, so now we could actually finalize this. So this is an option of what we can do in the next episode. Let's check out the industry area. So these guys, all right, I think we have too many resources. This should level up. It just needs buildings, and we already have the demand for it, so we can add more. And that is the same with the forestry, so I'm going to go ahead and add more buildings. All right, so now we have all 4 industry types level 5. So if anyone just came in to the season, don't be confused. My goal here was just to reach level 5 for all of them, and now we have an option to work on the harbor that I mentioned over here. So we are going to remove the generic industry, and we are also going to redesign all of this now that all the buildings are unlocked. So we have a lot of things that we can do. Wow, it's only the 4th episode in the season, and we are already at 40,000 population, and we are still maintaining a decent traffic flow. Everything is just about preparing transportation for your Sims and having a proper road network. But can we maintain about 90% traffic flow at 100,000 population? Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and find out. Tune in the next episode to learn more educational city management tips while maintaining an aesthetically pleasant design. This is Captain Obvious. Thank you for watching and for choosing to fly with Obvious Airlines. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next flight.